New Zealand. That's just on Spreaker.com. You guys are phenomenal.
Wow.
Thanks for
We're
joining in.
international.
Thanks for going to my website. I'm sorry I apparently made it so difficult to get there, but some of you have powered through. So I'm updating that right away. So check out ericgord.com for the updated stuff going on there. And also check out the new contest we're announcing as soon as we have a good enough prize to give you guys, which I've been talking to some sponsors today about providing possibly. Great new contest. It's Gord's idea for a contest, and I think it's an awesome idea, and hopefully we get some participants.
By the way, in Norway, hello is hello.
Well, there you go.
With an A instead of an E.
Now tell me there isn't a God. That could. That's straight from heaven there.
That's straight from heaven. That's what that is.
Wow. I won't get into that just yet. Gord, what's going on in your world? I have no idea what's happening in the universe. Fill me in.
Last night, it dropped down to a balmy 3.6 degrees.
Jesus.
Which makes it the coldest June 4th since 1964. So, global warming my ass.
There's a cooling period before the warming, right? That's the.
Yeah, I just like to say it because it's really funny. But yeah, we're sitting in the lowest temperatures for June in decades.
Wow.
Right now, and now a couple of things. Number one, so as we all know, global warming. Scientists have been saying for the last few years that we will never see another ice age again because of global warming.
Right.
NASA, I think it's about 2 weeks ago, released their scientific studies on the global trends, and they said that the next ice age is actually going to be coming many, many, many years sooner than planned.
Right.
Now that pretty much debunks the global warming statement, because global warming is all about the fact that we will never see another ice age again. Temperatures are going to rise, and we will not see another ice age. That's the whole basis of their argument.
No, I don't think it is, because there's supposed to be a cooling before the warming.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though. The problem is that with the trends that they're saying, the temperatures of the Earth are not going to hit those cooling trends anymore. They're claiming that that's it. The last ice age that happened is the last one that will ever happen. We will not see another one again. That is directly caused because of global warming. That's a direct statement.
I think it's just caused by Leonardo DiCaprio's shitty attitude.
It's very possible. We don't know.
Maybe if he would cool his jets a little bit, we'd all be okay.
Literally. Right? Stop fucking flying around in his jets.
Maybe you could save the world there, Leo, if you just calmed it down a little bit there.
But I just found that funny, because when that statement got released by NASA, it was posted on the NASA website. It was picked up by IFL, which is I fucking love science. Is picked up by that, and then it was immediately squashed and dropped and never spoken of again. That's directly right there tells me that it's a true thing. It has to be true, because it's as everybody says, it's a very specific agenda that's being put forth. That global warming was created in the 50s as a way to bind the entire planet together under one belief system that could get everybody put together to make it one global government. So therefore, the fact that NASA itself has turned around and said, not only are we going to get an ice age, but it's coming much sooner than ever anticipated, that debunks everything that global warming said up to this point. Completely debunked all of it. It doesn't exist.
Well, we already know NASA's a bunch of damn dirty liars.
Well, that's only if you believe the Earth is flat.
No, you can still think NASA's a liar and not believe that bunch of crap.
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, NASA's lied about a bunch of stuff. They've actually been called on it a few times, and actual lies that they've been caught in. Nothing that would really affect anything significant, but they have been caught with their mistruths. And I still think maybe if we all stopped getting so hot under the collar about this, it would cool down a bit. You don't think? No, maybe. I think it's all a bunch of crap. I think nobody has a fucking clue what's going to happen, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And if we fucked it up, then so be it. So we did that. We don't know. We're just learning, and nobody knows what's going to happen. And NASA probably knows better than most, I would assume. I put a lot of my faith in them, but we don't know, and only time will tell. And probably we're going to get wiped out by something else anyway before that happens. That's really. Everything's going to kill us all the time. If you listen to any group of people at any given time, if it's there's supposed to be giant, what is it now? Giant mosquitoes or giant bees we're supposed to have this year or something?
The giant bees.
The giant bees, that's this year, yeah. And so that's going to wipe out a bunch of us, all these giant bees. So why do we care about global warming right now? Why are we freaking out about the giant killer bees? And after that, it'll be the flu is going to kill us all, or the measles is going to kill us. Someone's always going to kill us all every day. So just whatever. Let your free flag fly and go about your day. We're all going to die of something. I can't wait for it anymore, because as soon as we solve global warming, that big meteor is still coming at us.
So the moon is only 4 miles away from the surface of Earth.
Only 4 miles?
4 miles.
4 miles. Yeah, I've walked farther than that, so I would have run into it at some time.
Yeah, and that's just it. 4 miles up.
Yeah.
4 miles.
Maybe. Who knows?
The moon is in our atmosphere.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Why not?
We've flown. Like, people who have flown in planes know that's not true. I don't. Has no flat earther ever been on an airplane?
No. Well, they have, but they go on there with a fucking level, a carpenter's fucking level, and says, "See, it's flat."
Yeah. That's the thing. You know how when you stick a stick in the water and it looks bent? That's why the world's not flat. Your eyes do things like that. Light does that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Look. Oh God! Look anywhere on the street. Just stand look where you're sitting in your car right now and look up. Does it not look sort of round to you? But it was bright, well, probably not as 1 a.m. out there, but it was bright, blue, beautiful sky today. And it just looks round. You just look at the fucking sky, you retards. It looks round.
Yep. It's round.
You're not going to convince me that it's not, because when I look up, it looks like it looks like a sphere. The sky does. It goes down on the sides, and it looks like it's going around me. It doesn't even look like your story makes sense. And if it is flat, what the hell's underneath it? Why? How come no one's looked?
Yeah, that's the thing that, I mean, there's just so many thoughts. This is one of the things that bugs me about the flat Earth is that it's a very, very, very small group of people that talk about this. I mean, you're literally only talking about like a couple of thousand people.
Well, it's more than a couple, but yeah, you're right.
It's a very, very, very small percentage of any population, anywhere, of any city, of any town, of any country. It's an extreme small. There's more gingers in each given town than there is believers of flat Earth.
Yeah, definitely.
So what I don't understand is why is anybody aside from the fact of the joke factor, which is just, I mean, you're just that fucking stupid.
Yeah, but you can say that about lots of groups. You can say that about Mormons, really, worldwide. Very
But we do.
same number of Mormons. Why does anyone
Yeah,
believe them?
because they're dumb, but that's what makes it funny.
Sure.
And for the record, South Park explained Mormons on a very, very
Oh,
great way.
don't dare bring those two losers onto my show.
But they really did. It was a great way about Mormons saying, look, we don't care how it started. That's not what our belief is based off of. We just think we should be nice people. We like the basic idea of it. That was really well done.
Hey, Tara, our friend Tara, you got to get in on this conversation with Gord here. Let him know why he's wrong about God, too, at the same time. I'm just kidding, of course.
Did you have to bring that fucking bitch into this?
I kind of, well, I got to stir up the pot a little bit. You're going all religious on me. I got.
Yeah, well.
This is coming from the guy who warns that the likelihood of human civilization is going to end in 30 years anyway. If we got 30 years left, we got to quit sweating these things and just get on with it, man, because I'll still be alive when the world ends then.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it.
Sure.
You saw that. Did you actually read that article, by the way?
No, I don't actually read anything ever. I just make it all up off the top of my head. And I like to just go on the headline and fill in the blanks myself.
Oh, so you're an American. Okay.
That's how I like to interpret the news. So I just read the headline and then the rest, just off the top of my head, whatever sounds like it's probably right, that's what I go with.
Well, I actually read the article, and it was quite fascinating.
There's a big skull in the dust here on the picture. That's enough for me.
That's it. That tells me everything I need to know.
A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? That's got to be like 50 grand in words right there. That's a very spooky picture. I get the point. And it looks like there's like some birds behind him or some ashes or maybe it's just something on my screen. I don't know. Maybe there's just dust on my screen. But anyway, it's scary enough for me to know that the world's going to end in 30 years. I'll still be alive, and I don't like the sound of any of it.
See, but why don't you? I think it sounds amazing.
I have children.
That's like the most prolific thing I've ever heard in my life, just to hear that. I'm thinking, there we go. The high likelihood of human civilization coming to an end within 30 years. By 2050.
That saddens me because my daughter will be 35, and that sucks.
Why? At 35, at that stage, you lived through everything's downhill by the time you hit 35 anyways.
Oh, not in 30 years from now. Because we're going to still...
Do you think it's going to get fucking better?
Oh, yeah. Life's not going to get better. God knows it's going to get terrible, but we're going to live a lot longer.
So basically... Here's how the world's going to end according to this article. And this is from the I Fucking Love Science website, by the way. Between the years of 2020 and 2030, the governments failed to act on the evidence that the Paris Agreement isn't enough to keep Earth's temperature from rising and will lock in at least 3 degrees Celsius from warming. As projected by previous studies, carbon dioxide levels have reached 437 parts per million, which haven't been seen in the last 20 million years. The planet warms by 1.6 degrees Celsius. Emissions peak in 2030 and are reduced. However, carbon cycle feedbacks and the continued use of fossil fuels see temperatures rise by 3 degrees Celsius by 2050. My whole thing that I don't fully understand is that, okay, you're only talking 3 degrees.
Yeah. But that's
How
enough.
does that?
That's enough.
3 degrees isn't enough. I mean, unless if you're talking the difference between 97 and 100, that's the act of when water boils.
Well, they say if it changes, like I was saying, I wasn't kidding on that episode we did. If it changes by like half a degree, the Great Barrier Reef is done, and like half the fish in the sea will die. It's like
the Great Barrier Reef's already been fucking destroyed anyways.
And that but the rest of it'll go. And like that 3 degrees is enough to like melt the ice and we'll all drown. And if it's the same as that if the water rises 1 inch or whatever, the whole world is gonna drown or something stupid. They just come up with these things. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would 3 degrees matter? It goes up higher than that all the time. Is 53 degrees, like the hottest places in the world are hitting 50 degrees every summer now, and that's killing a lot of people. But is 53